Peace, light, and love, Taurus-Gemini Cusp Collective. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cusp of Roses Tarot for your Capricorn season love reading. I'm very excited to give this reading to y'all. Thank you so much for your patience. I know it's been a minute. I pray that this video finds you all well and in good spirits. And if not, trust and believe that you can get through anything you're going through at the moment. Your energy kind of gripped me today in a bit of like an anxiety moment. I was feeling you guys like are really, really in your head. So I'm going to go ahead and provide this reading and just see what comes out. And hopefully that can bring you some peace, can bring you some insight and some guidance on what you got going on, or, you know, something that might be coming up with this eclipse season that we're in. Now that it's kicked off, we're kind of getting in the groove of it. It's going to be a long one. It's not going to end until about early June. So hang in there. You got this. We all got this. And if you're new, thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you and welcome to the family. Please let me know in the comment section if you're new watching. Let me know what resonates. If this video doesn't resonate with you in the moment while you're watching it, that's totally okay. Please feel free to come back in a couple days, a couple weeks from now, even a couple months from now. It may resonate more with you then, okay? Because energy is fluid and time is an illusion, right? So we all hit different energy cycles and circle back around to different energy points at different rates and different speeds and different paces, okay? Everybody's on their own unique energetic journey, and we're here to support that. So thank you so much again for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I like to start out my readings with a quick prayer for those of you who are new. For those who are not, you know the drill, all right? Make sure you got your affirmations, your mantras, your prayers, your meditations ready to go, so that you can connect with your higher self, your divine source, or your spiritual team, so we can all be centered for this reading, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start the prayer now. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascendant Masters of Light, my own divine ancestral council, and all archangels, thank you so very much for being here with me and with the collective. Thank you for connecting us in this moment in time, especially for my Taurus-Gemini cuspers. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear channel to receive the most important messages around love, around truth, light, and healing, for the overall ascension and personal development of my Taurus-Gemini cuspers, all right? Thank you so much for connecting us all, cross-watchers, and even those who aren't cuspers, but you've just come across this video, or if you are and you don't know it yet, just thank you. Thank you for just connecting whoever needs to hear this message with this video. We truly appreciate you. Thank you for covering us all in your love, your light, and mercy. Thank you for lifting us up in courage to face and conquer each day and to master anything that's been thrown at us, any twists or any turns, for the greater good and the highest good of all those involved. Thank you for your love. We thank you for walking with us, and so it is. Uh-oh. A little drop here. All right, Taurinized. So, yes. A lot of anxiety. He kind of gripped me today. So I'm sensing just that, you know, it's a lot of head mental energy you're going through, a little bit of anxiety, okay? This Cancer full moon eclipse energy might be really picking up or really hitting you very heavy at the moment. Trust and believe that whatever's coming up for you, Taurinize, it's a purpose behind it. It's meant for you to address. It's meant for you to clear it out, because there's something new, something better, something more positive, right, that wants to come in its place. So you got to face that. You got to get through that emotions, but make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're meditating, okay? It might be a time to kind of retreat away from the world, disconnect a little bit from your environment, maybe find some nature, find some alone time, some quiet time to really sort through your thoughts, okay? But know that you are okay. Know that your angels are with you, your guides are guiding you, okay? Definitely just a lot of head energy. So I'm interested to see, yeah, separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon, okay? That might be causing you a bit of panic. You might be going through a separation in this moment. You might be separate from a partner, or this feeling of separation or an ending might have happened with this past eclipse, full moon in Cancer, or it could have even been the solar eclipse in Capricorn, okay? Mind you, like I said, we're going to be going through quite a few eclipses. Yeah, a few eclipses, I guess that's how you say the plural, up until about early June. Oh, way too much, Spirit. So know that anything that you're being pulled apart from, anything that you are already apart from, it's for a purpose. Usually the universe will separate two souls or two people or two paths in order for those individuals or the people involved to grow, right? To learn individually separate from one another without the influence of each other. And trust that if it's meant for you, it'll definitely come back, okay? Just follow your intuition and follow your gut on that, okay? But let's just go ahead and see. Yeah, it's a lot of mental energy. I'm not really even feeling much of chakra energy. It's just mind. Like your mind is kind of taking over a little bit. So make sure you're meditating, finding some quiet time, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes alone, okay? Or journaling. Journaling could be a good way to really just kind of organize your thoughts. That Gemini energy, real mental, really going back and forth between those twins, right? Those opposites. So try to ground yourself, okay, as much as possible. Anything else for Taurus, for Capricorn season in love? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, okay? Yeah, so this separation that you're experiencing might have really done a number on your emotions. I'm also hearing like nervous, like nerve endings. Yeah, it could be on your nerves, right? Like a little bit of nerving or unnerving or what, there's a word for that. But where you're just bothered, a little bothered by this separation or being separated or having to go through some sort of separation, whether that be universal, right? Or energetic or physical or emotional. But it's because it was time to free yourself. It was time for you to take back control of your life. Whatever you were connected to or had to have a separation from was really consuming you in a way that wasn't really healthy. Okay, so it's time to just accept the fact that you needed to be free. You needed to take back control. Maybe I'm also getting this feeling of like if you could see this, right, where she would be kind of like the unicorn. She's the unicorn kind of trapped in her bed, right? I don't know, can y'all see that? She would be the unicorn. You see how the unicorn is in this gate? It's kind of her trapped in this bed, waiting on this masculine to come back, right? But it's like you were separated. The universe separated you all for a purpose. And it was because, right, you were being too consumed by it. It was controlling your life and really taking over where you weren't really in the front seat or you weren't even aware of how it was controlling you, yeah? So it's just time to take control of your life. It's time to really get out of that cage and get out of that energy. So trust that the universe is doing you a favor in serving you. If this feels like adversity, adversity always serves you, right? If it feels like, oh, the world is against me, it's not. It's working in your favor always. Make sure you claim that, okay? Yeah, very soon. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I think that that's might have been the issue right there, right? Oh, and then look, yeah, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Yeah, so basically, I'll just off this general read of the love energy. Now, mind you, whatever spread comes under here, under these cards, you could resonate with one, all three, two of them, none of them, okay? But just take what resonates. Make sure you're being open to it, right? And really centered and using your intuition as a tool to guide you to what you really need to hear, okay? But definitely this time apart, this time apart was necessary. This time apart was crucial for your growth, in order for you to really know what it felt like to be free. I'm getting that Taurus energy is so loyal. It's so committed. It's so dedicated, like through thick and thin, ups and downs, right? It won't leave. Like it's stubborn. It's that stubbornness, right? Where you really, really want something. You really have it in your mind that you and this person or you and this career or you and this friend group or you and this family member, have to stay connected or need to be connected or need to be together or need to be in each other's lives or it has to happen. That is my job. I gotta be this person. You're being separated from it because there's something better for you. You weren't really seeing it for what it truly was. There was no clarity. It was really kind of clouding your vision a little bit. It wasn't, You weren't living your life, you were living someone else's life, almost like that, right? Like you weren't living something that was authentic to you. It was too much input or too much of an influence from this individual, or too hectic of a job, you know, too much to where you weren't feeling free. You weren't allowed to really spread your wings and be yourself. So understand that that's why the separation is here, because it was time for you to take back control of your life, time for you to walk on your own path, and then allow what's really meant for you or what truly aligns with you to come in. But if you're steady trying to hold on to something that doesn't really align, or you're refusing to see if it doesn't align with you anymore, like it'll really cloud you, right? And it'll kind of keep you circling and ruminating, and that trappedness, you're gonna suffocate. Either way, the universe is either going to bring you and force you out, right? Or you're just going to keep looping and keep looping and keep looping until you actually free yourself and take the initiative to do it yourself. And I kind of feel like it was important, and you almost like knew it, right? It was something that you were denying. I just keep hearing denial. It was something that you were denying. So whether this was, now mind you, love energy, could be career, family, friends, co-workers, finances, not just romantic love, okay? So just apply whatever resonates to any of those categories, okay? But it's almost like, let's say if this was a relationship, right? You were so tunnel vision on, this is my person, we're meant to be together, this is my destiny, like that. And then you were just doing all you could to just be open for it, be there for it. That Taurus commitment, that real loyalty, right? And then you were in your head about it. And that Gemini, you were going back and forth, just thinking about it, ruminating. And like, I think that's what was gripping me, or like grabbing me, that kind of, that anxiety. And it was cloudy. Like, you're not really seeing why the separation happened. You're not really seeing why the universe might have pulled you two apart, or pulled you away from this career, or pulled you away from your family, or separated you from this friend group, right? You weren't seeing the why. And it was because you were really comfortable in this cage. You were really comfortable with the limits that this relationship or this connection or these energies put on you, and you weren't living for you. And now that the universe has separated you and you've accepted that, right? You haven't fought it, right? You're kind of getting it now. I feel like that's kind of what it is. You're getting it now. Now you're seeing clearly that this might not have been what you wanted, or what was best for you, or that you were seeing that I'm kind of handling, because this is just like, it's like this horse can't get any bigger, right? The unicorn can't get any bigger in this tiny cage. It needs a bigger cage, or it just needs to be free, right? It doesn't need a cage at all, right? And I think that might have been the lesson, that you want to be mindful about attaching yourself to people, places, things, careers, and paths that cage you in. Because you're this beautiful unicorn, Taurus. You are a unique vibration. You need freedom, right? You deserve freedom, right? And then that might have, I'm getting some guilt or some sort of like obligation to like, oh, I don't deserve to be that free, or I can't possibly, like, I'm getting those thoughts like, you know, I deserve to be punished, almost like self-deprecating, like self-punishment. Yeah. But it's like, now that you're in this freedom, now that you realize, oh, I was caged in. Yeah, I was caged in. You're clearly deciding and getting the chance to really aim yourself and really clear a path that's more aligned with you. And I'm telling you, under this eclipse season, it is the time to really do that, because manifestation energy is like this. So you say you want something and you really want it and you're aligned with it, it's going to come to you like in a blink of an eye, okay? So very soon, that's what it means. It's like your opportunity to really be engaged and connected with something that is truly meant for you and truly will help you and truly will be healthy for you and help give you that sense of freedom, right? It's coming, but you just have to make sure you're aligned with it, okay? You got to really, really trust yourself here. Really trust yourself. Trust that you have grown from this separation. You've seen things differently, right? You now notice the cage, and now it's like almost like that flip. I think that's where I'm catching y'all, where you're about to flip and see it for what it really is, get the clarity about it, like, oh, I've really been trapped by this past connection, or this past path, this past career, or trapped by this family energy or these friends, right? I haven't really been able to grow. Now it's like, okay, now what do I really want? How do I want to grow? What do I want that to be? What do I want that to look like? And that might be causing you a little anxiety, and that's totally normal, okay? But just trust yourself, ground yourself, okay? Journal it out. Pray about it, right? Really meditate on it. Really try to feel it out, right? What makes me feel free? When I think about this, or when I think about this career, or this person, or this path, do I feel free? Do I feel happy? Do I feel excited? Does my inner child light up? Or do I feel bound? Do I feel trapped again, right? So it's that type of discernment, okay? Yeah. That was very necessary for, I'm hearing just a select few of you, okay? But generally, this might be what you're going to be processing through for eclipse season, okay? So let's go ahead and look into separation. Thank you so much. Yeah. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Okay, there might be another group of you I'm kind of picking up on that really wanted this separation, maybe. Right? Where that might have been a wish of yours. Like, I just want to be free from this person. I want to be free from this career. I need to get away from my family. I need to get away from these friends, right? Like, you might have been praying for that, and the universe granted that for you. Or this is where you're at. You're realizing now that you need to be separate from some energies in order to grow, in order to really be free, in order to spread those wings, right? And that wish is going to be granted for you. On the flip side, for those who, might have struggled with the separation or couldn't really see it for what it was, it's almost like this was maybe a wish for you being in this energy, or with these people, or in this connection. I'll just call it a connection, okay? Being in these connections might have been a wish fulfillment for you, but there was that indulgent energy, right? Where you were indulging so much in it that it was consuming you. You weren't really being you were kind of being them, right? Or you were really just very, very affected by what they did and what they said or how they moved, and it was like controlling you to where you weren't being the leader in your own life, okay? Anything else for separation? Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. There's that Taurian energy right there. And I think that's that anxiety. It's that lack mentality. It's that feeling beaten, feeling bruised, feeling battered, right? Feeling like you're not enough. Like I was saying, that self-deprecating type of vibration, which no shade, Tauruses, that Taurian energy is known for. They get very, very down on themselves, and it's coming from a place of them just really wanting to be great, really wanting to be the best that they can be. But that's kind of the shadowy side of Taurian energy, right? That they can really, really be really on themselves, right? Really down. They can kind of talk down to them, talk down to others, right? It gets a little shadowy. So you're kind of experiencing that just a little bit. And it might have been kind of like this was a wish fulfillment, right? And this separation is making you feel like you don't have enough, or you're not enough. And that was not the case at all. The universe separated y'all because there were some lessons that needed to be learned separate, or they needed to pull you out of that so you could see just how caged in you really were, that you really weren't free in this situation, that now you have the opportunity to be free, okay? Anything else for separation? Beautiful. Yep. Soulmate. 6 of Cups. So this could have been a soulmate. Oh yeah, this could have been a soulmate energy that that you were connecting with, right? Someone that was a part of your soul family. This could have been like a karmic lesson, one of the karmic soulmate in that way, right? Where you guys just come together to kind of show each other, what's going on, really just kind of teach each other something. That's really what soulmates do. They teach each other. Like, you learn from your soulmates the most, right? Yeah, and it was kind of like a wish fulfillment right that. And then you had the Page of Swords. So this talks about okay, they're telling me communication. Something about the communication was childish, or something about the communication, it might have been like petty. It could have been very aggressive in that way, or just not. I'm not getting like a usually with the Page of Swords for me, and not even usually, but sometimes I get like, oh, creating new thoughts, right? Like formulating, mastering a new thought. But this kind of feels like immature communication. That might have been making you feel, whether that was coming from you towards yourself or from this other person or in this career, a boss, a coworkers or friends or family, might have immaturely communicated with you to the point where you felt like you weren't enough. You felt like you didn't have enough. You weren't worthy. There's some sort of unworthiness, right? And I think that that's exactly why the universe separated you, because it was like, okay, no, we're not going to let that energy ruminate, because this person, you, Taurus, you have to see your worth. They need you to stand in your power. They need you to see you for who you truly are in order for you to really be on your path and fulfill your destiny in this lifetime, okay? So that's, I think, exactly why you guys separated, or, you know, you had to leave this job, right? That might have been a wish fulfillment, because it was just, the communication was poor. It was poor communication that really didn't make you feel abundant. And not that it's a partner or a job or a friend or a family's responsibility to make you feel important, but often those categories, those people, you know, the words people say can really, words are powerful, right? Words move mountains, okay? Words are commanding. That's why you got to be very, very, very discerning about what you say towards yourself and what you say towards others, because what you say, that energy, it carries a vibration, and people won't forget it. People will not forget it. They may forget the details or like the specifics, but they'll always know how that moment, those words felt. Yeah, and I think that that's kind of why the universe is separating you or pulling you apart, because it's like, it's not really conducive for you. You can't really manifest from a Five of Pentacles kind of energy. You can't really feel whole. You can't really attract abundance from that vibration, okay? Overall, yeah, the wheels turn. Yeah, Taurus, there you go. There's that Taurus energy right there. The Hierophant. This is faith, having faith, trusting. This is the law. This is a 3D lawmaker. What's the word, Spirit? What's the word? This is the, yeah, it's kind of like a call to faith, a call to trust, a call to order. All about order, a divine order. So the divine is here. The divine is really ordering this separation, okay? Because it's blocked you from this wheel turning. The wheel wants to turn. Now, mind you, sometimes the wheel come and turn and, you know, you weren't ready, right? And ultimately, though, with this Hierophant, it's like, yeah, the divine is turning this wheel, moving you from it, separating you. You kind of see how this person's like falling off, because this is what's to come in. This is what's to come in for you. Some union, some connection, some job, an opportunity that's going to make you feel like on top and not feel like you're down here on the bottom, right? So the universe and the divine is turning this wheel in your favor so that you can feel abundance, so that you can feel on top of the world, right? And you can be free, right? And you can free yourself. But so trust. Trust that the divine law that's been laid in this separation, this order, was necessary, okay? It was very necessary. All right, thank you so much, Spirit and Ancestors, for these beautiful messages for the Taurus. What do you have for free yourself? Ooh, saw some pentacles there, okay. What do you need them to know about free yourself? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Starting something new, starting a new job. This is a new path, a new career, a joint effort. Connecting with those who might be a part of your, you know, let's say this is business. Yeah, this is also a very business-like card. Connecting with people who are going to help you grow your business, building a team of people that are really going to help you take back a control of your life, right? That's what you're working through now. That's what the divine wanted you to do in this moment in time. This is why this is here. This is why this has happened, okay? To go to work on something new so that you can build a foundation of freedom, so you don't have to ever go back into that cage or feeling that cage energy, yeah? Yeah, oh, wow. Rarely do I have a card in reverse, but the Page of Cups came out in reverse. I really don't read reversals, but they kind of want me to keep it. Yeah. Okay, so for that first group that was kind of really resisting the separation, really not happy about the separation, right? This Page of Cups in reverse is like, a Page of Cups is generally like sincere emotion, right? Someone who feels, yeah, sincerely. Then you have the Star, healing, not wanting to accept the offer of healing, right? Refusing the offer, right? This is, the Page of Cups can also be looked at as an apology, right? Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. So yeah, for those who are separated and who is dealing with immature communication and with a partner or, you know, at a job, right? You needed to free yourself because there was never going to be an apology. This person, this boss, this energy was never going to bring you this kind of, I'm sorry that happened, or I apologize for that happened. There's no sincerity, right? Which is why you needed to work. You needed to start something new. Without it. Yeah, and it's like that's kind of like accepting that. That's what's going to bring in some healing, this Star energy. They really want me to keep it under this Page of Cups, but it's like almost like you've worked through. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. Not receiving this apology from this Page of Swords, right? Energy, this soulmate connection or this soul tie to a career, a path, a job. Just take what resonates, y'all. You had to work through that. You had to go to work without that closure, okay, without really knowing if this person really felt genuinely towards you, or, you know, if they were ever going to come back and have that moment of closure with you. And that's why the Divine's like, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. They're not coming, unfortunately, and I'm so sorry. That came out really blunt, and I don't mean to trigger anyone. If you were triggered, please understand that it's only to really make you face the shadow and to really get through it, okay? For what? For healing. For healing. It's just that time. It's that time to heal and forgive. I'm getting forgiveness to find a sense of forgiveness towards yourself, for keeping yourself in this cage, or keeping yourself connected, or waiting on someone to come back and reconcile with you, right? Forgive yourself for that, and forgive them for not having this apology or this sincerity with you, okay? That's really going to help you free yourself and free your energy. Anything else? That's a lot of energy, Spirit, okay? Yeah, Hangman. Needing to see it from a different perspective. Needing to see it from a different perspective. Yeah, it's like you put in the work. There it is. Yeah, so this freedom, it's like it's either time to put in the work or you've done this, right? So I'm getting there's two timelines here. It's either you've put in the work now, you've worked through the fact that, okay, this wasn't a sincere connection, right? This wasn't a sincere emotion. This person isn't going to come back with some sort of sorry or, you know, please forgive me. Like, that's not going to happen, and you've worked through that, right? Because you took the time to see it for what it really was, like I was saying earlier. Really seeing it, getting the clarity. And this is enlightenment. The Hangman is all about enlightenment. Enlightening yourself, taking the time to view it from a different point of view so that you can heal. You can heal from not really being in a sincere connection, and forgive yourself. You can forgive the other person or the job or the boss, right? The other energy for dealing with you in an insincere way, okay? But it's time to take back control of your life. Like, not letting the fact that this Page of Cups is in reverse, that energy wasn't sincere, not letting that stop you or get you down or get you caught up in emotions. Like, this is Aquarian energy, so we're pulling up on Aquarius season. So this might be where that freedom starts kind of coming in for you. But this is basically being able to look at that emotion, pour out on the ground what does not work, right? And pour in back to the earth what does. Balance that out. But it's all centered around your truth, and it's all centered around your effort. This Three of Pentacles, right? Putting in the work to do it. Putting in the work to accept, right? And to see it for what it really was and not what you want it to be. Yeah, and I know that that's difficult. It's very difficult, especially when you're dealing with a soulmate or a soul tie or something that you feel very connected to. It's hard to really look at it with unbiased, like with no bias, right? With no clouded type of energy. Yeah, release yourself. Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Because this is what this card is all about. The Ten of Wands, carrying too much. Carrying too much energetic weight, carrying too many burdens from other people, other places, other things, other people's ideas about what you should and shouldn't do. You know, your own kind of, like, again, like I was saying, that self-deprecating energy of maybe even beating yourself up. Like, I gotta carry the pain of this, or I gotta carry all this. No, you don't. What people do to you is what people do to you. That's for them. What you do for yourself and what you do for others is for you. Okay, so a lot of these wands right here aren't even yours to carry. And that's what the universe is trying to get you to see, that you can't do the work for someone else, right? You can't change someone who's committed to being a page of swords, right? Or who's committed to being, communicating with you immaturely, or speaking to you immaturely, or putting you or keeping you in that lack mentality or that lack energy. You can't do the work for them. They have to come to the realization that that's not okay. Then they have to put in the work to do that, not you. You got to focus on what you got to focus on for yourself, okay? So make sure that you're only carrying your own cross, okay? Now let's move into very soon. Yeah, very soon this energy is going to complete for you. You're going to come to the ending of this. This is beautiful, the world. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. There you go, mastering a lesson. Taurus standing in that energy and saying, okay, I'm now clear that I am the universe, right? I am love. I am peace. I am worthy of all that I desire and all that I dream of. And I want that to happen, right? Claiming that, speaking that, allowing that to come in so that you can complete this cycle, right? You can complete whatever's been holding you back. You can let go of these wands, these burdens, and really live freely and be free in your own self and in who you are. Because who you are is beautiful, I'm telling you. All right? Yeah, King of Pentacles. This could definitely be centered around money, wanting to reach a certain material status or material wealth. If that's what you want, you got to claim it. You got to say it. You got to speak it. You got to align your vibration with it. And this is the time. That's why the world is here. You're coming up on that very soon. This will come to you very soon, because this, for me, the world card is like the universe has your back. The world is on your side. The cosmos is on your side. Like I was saying, this eclipse season, this is a perfect time to really, really, truly step up and step out and align and do the work to get to where you really want to go. So if you got dreams, you seeing, you're visualizing, you got vision boards, you're writing, you're manifesting, you're scripting, you're doing all of that. This is the time to truly, truly get into it and truly do the work and align, because the universe, Saturn, Jupiter, all of the cosmos, Uranus, all of that, Pluto coming back into the picture, right? All of that energy is working for your greater good. It is always working for your greater good. Always. Even when it feels kind of crappy, even when it feels burdensome, it's for your greater good. It's to toughen you up. It's to thicken your skin. It's to teach you something so that down the road, the universe can bless you with something and you can handle it, right? You can be a good steward of what blessings are coming in. But if you don't accept these lessons and you don't do the work, those are going to miss you. Those things are going to fly over your head, okay? And we don't want that. I want you guys to reach all of your abundance. Yeah, Seven of Swords. An end to that spiritual war, an end to that energetic war of feeling at battle, right? Or feeling conflicted, an end to internal conflictions, okay? And you're doing this because this is about valor as well. This is like a proven fighter. This is tried and true. You've learned, you've mastered, you've reached a certain level where you can handle this world energy, this universal source energy, right? You can handle it. Anything for the King of Pentacles, ancestors, for very soon for Taurus? Definitely. So that's that Capricorn season. You were completing a cycle. And now in Aquarius season, you're really going to you're going to start feeling that healing. Yeah. Beautiful. I love that. The Six of Pentacles. So this is the universe coming in and saying, good job. You fought through it. You fought well. You stood in your spiritual ground. You fought through your spiritual truths. You fought for what you wanted and what you desired. You got real clear on it. And now you're going to be in that King of Pentacles vibration, that earth energy. Very Taurian. I'm not really seeing, the only swords I see out here is the Page of Swords. Okay, so Taurus, we got to sometimes take accountability for our actions. This could have been you. in that Page of Swords energy, immaturely communicating in a connection which forced some sort of separation, right? And now you're having to work on your sincerity, right? Or lack of sincerity, and needing to see, like, you're getting that the fact that you maybe weren't sincere with this connection or sincere with this soulmate energy, right? And Hierophant is also about marriage too. This could be like, if you identify again with the twin flame collective, or having a very strong spiritual connection. This could have been you, Taurus, not really handling it in a good way as far as communicating properly or just effectively or maturely, right? Or from a space of sincerity, right? It seems a little, I don't want to say malicious, but just kind of like misplaced. Thank you, Spirit. But now it's like, free yourself. How you free yourself from this burden is doing the work to see it for what it really was. Hold yourself accountable. The Hangman is all about you tying your own self up there and trying to view it from somewhere else. You putting in the work to heal and stand in your truth, right? And I think that my Taurus, I feel like if that was you, if you were the Page of Swords, you're realizing that now. That not handling this connection, this soulmate connection, or this soul tie, or this just this connection, right? Not handling it properly, right, has put this burden on you, right? And you're realizing, like, okay, now you got to look at yourself. Now you got to see, I've been holding myself back and I haven't been growing. And now it's time to grow. So you just got to clearly decide that that's what you want to do. You want to grow into this King of Pentacles, right? You want to mature this Page of Swords into a King of Swords, right? The world is here to help you do that. The world is here to help you fight through those spiritual battles and clear out that spiritual karma, okay? Because you have the Six of Pentacles here. This is all about balance. This is all about give and take. This is all about generosity. Learning to be generous with your energy. Learning to be generous with your possessions. Learning to be generous and find balance and know how to give properly. Know how to receive properly as well, okay? That's coming for you very soon. I'm definitely feeling like Aquarius season, okay? My third eye just kind of opened a little bit, so you might be feeling that as well. Might be having some activation, some ascension symptoms this eclipse season. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. A lot of page energy here. A lot of page energy. Very interesting. Yeah. And this is like, for me, this Page of Pentacles is about that opportunity to start something new, to build. It's like okay, once you decide that you want to learn your lessons, the world is also about karma. Once you decide that you want to learn your lessons and you accept that this was a lesson learned, right? And that you want to be this King of Pentacles who is generous, and that you want to know how to spiritually fight and be a strong warrior in spirit against that karma, or against those things that bring about bad karma, right? Or not, nothing's really truly bad. I hate using that word, but negative karma. So that you can offer this foundation to someone, so that you can begin anew, right? This is a new beginning. This is a new chance to start over, right? To invest in something that's going to be a little bit more in tune and on par with what you really truly want and what you really truly deserve, okay? So take it how it resonates. If you weren't this Page of Swords, this was someone that you were connecting with. If you were, there you go, okay? Accountability is key, right? And that's okay. We all have been there. We have all learned that lesson, right? Of how to just properly speak, or how to really communicate our feelings in a healthy way, yeah? Especially when it comes to deep soul ties and soul connections. Sometimes, like I said, soulmates, right? You're there in each other to teach each other something, right? And often soulmates can be friends, soulmates can be family. It doesn't have to be romantic, right? But you have that connection for a purpose. It's to serve you in a learning process, okay? And if you refuse to learn that lesson, then you'll just keep looping. You'll keep looping, and you'll keep having this Ten of Wands energy, right? So we want to get out of that. We want to feel free. We want to spread our wings, and we want to run wild, right? And that's exactly what the universe wants for you too, but you got to do the work. You got to do the work, okay? So this is a perfect time to do that. Yeah, because then what's at the bottom? The Four of Wands. This is home. This is marriage. This is union. So for those twin flames or deep soulmate connections, right? This is the goal here. This is what's coming up, so long as you do the work. All right? All right, Taurus, awesome reading. Very awesome, yeah. real. This is real stuff. This is life. Like, life will always have challenges like this for you. We're always constantly learning. We're always acting as the teacher in someone's life, and then also being the student in our own lives or in someone else's life. Like, it's a constant back and forth. It's that yin and yang, right? There's always a little bit of negative in the positive. There's always some positive in the negative. Balance. Okay. Thank you so much. We're going to check in with our Crystal Angels Oracles. This was the Romance Angel Oracles. This was the Morgan Greer Tarot for those interested. Thank you so much, angels. Who's here? What do my Tauran eyes need? Gold. Ooh. Divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So yes, for those who had prayed for separation or prayed to get out of something, God was listening. For those who did not pray for it and was trying to hold on to it, God saw and was like, okay, we gotta intervene here. Like I said, the divine came in with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune and said, okay, we gotta turn you here so that you can really see what was going down, right? Because you weren't really seeing the situation for what it was. And we all do that, right? Love is blind. Lust can be blind too, right? Like, so sometimes it happens. It totally happens. Yeah, Topaz, forgiveness heals. Like I was saying, the Star card, yes. Time to release repressed anger as it is blocking your health and happiness, right? Page of Cups in reverse. Wow. Page of Cups in reverse could definitely be repressed anger. 10 of Wands could definitely be repressed anger. It's time to free yourself from that energy and forgive you. Forgive yourself for whatever actions you took, right? Like, do that accountability piece, but then also forgive the other person if it was them or if it was both of you, right? That might have just been the mode of the relationship or the connection that you just kind of degraded each other or, you know, blah, 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 but it really did stick. And maybe you didn't realize that, or maybe they didn't realize that in the time, but forgiveness is necessary, okay? Work with some Topaz as well. Anything for very soon, Crystal Angels, for Tauran eyes? You got gold jewelry. Try to wear some throughout this eclipse season. Anything for very soon, Crystal Angels? Thank you so much for Tauran eyes. Ooh, 2 of them. Okay. Ooh, Moonstone. I love that. Heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. Absolutely. Trust yourself. Trust that you know. Right? So if this is past, right? Like, let's say this was like a past relationship and you've already grown, you've done the work and you're seeing it. And now you're like, okay, I want a connection. I want something in my life now. I'm ready for something new. Trust yourself. Trust that all the work that you did to heal, all the work that you did to forgive has now heightened your intuition to be able to see sincerity from falsehood, right? To really discern. Your discernment is high now. Really use that, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. This is Sugalite. Own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. There's that King of Pentacles energy. And I feel like that codependent people-pleasing was definitely that Page of Swords energy, right? Like saying things, you know, only because you felt like, okay, that's what they want me to say, or I'm just going to do and think this way because that's what's going to keep them happy. That's that codependentness, releasing that. And owning your divine power, that you are gifted with an intuition or gifted with intuition for a purpose, because that inner compass leads you on your path and your path alone. And only you can walk it. Like I was saying, no one else can walk that for you. You can't heal other people. You can only facilitate it, right, in a way for them to see themselves, right, and be like, oh, that's what's going on. Okay, let me now do the work. You cannot do the work for them. Right? As much as we would love to, right? And imagine if we could, right? I feel like the world would be moving in a whole different place if we could just be like, okay, I'm just going to do this for you. But that's not the name of the game. Okay? That's not life. Life is here to teach us for our own soul's individual growth. Okay? So take that in. I know that was a lot. Again, please forgive me if I triggered you in any type of way. It was only to bring you truth. That's the intention we set. But you can get through this. And if you've gotten through this, congratulations, okay? Own your divine power. You've been blessed with the Moonstone for the heightened intuition. Accept that gift. Walk forward. Be thankful for it, right? And if you have it and you're still kind of in here, know that you will get here. You will get to the end of that spiritual lesson with the world. You'll get that universal connection, or that connection to source and to your true path and your authenticity. It is coming to you. You will get in the vibration where you own your own power, okay? But until then, just keep going, y'all. You got this, all right? Trust yourselves. Again, use your intuition, write it out, journal, pray, meditate, ground yourself so that you can get clear. All right, y'all, I wish you all the best for the rest of Capricorn season, even though it's almost over. But I will see you next season in next video, all right? Thank you all. Namaste.